Hi everyone, this is Jim Egan, head of school, Synapse School, with a Friday update. This is the first week officially of autumn, which is a celebratory event. One of our L2 students reminded me of that. So I want to make sure we are celebrating. And in fact, today at assembly, Natalie and Amitza, two of our staff, prepared our Mandarin students with the help of Sherry, our Mandarin teacher, to celebrate and inform us through performance about the Mid-Autumn Festival, also known as the, if I have it here correctly, the Mooncake Festival, which is a traditional festival celebrated in Chinese culture. So if you celebrate that time, celebrate, and we will celebrate it here with you as well. Okay, just a couple of announcements and then some thoughts. First, annual fund, off and running. Thank you, parents and staff and board members who have committed to our annual fund. Again, this is the second largest generator of revenue each and every year. That money is unrestricted. It goes to our operations this year, so it has a big impact here and now. If you have questions, you can reach out to me. You certainly can reach out to Sarah Hill as well. So the annual fund is off and running, and we're making great headway, but we need everyone's participation. 100% support is always the overarching goal. Okay, two, I've teased this out. We are embarking on a speaker series. I had an idea, I reached out to some parents, and it's happening. And so the first event in this, I think I've got it titled now, I've got it branded. We're gonna call it Bold Ideas at Synapse Speaker Series. There'll be 3 events, and they'll be based on our program priorities or our pillars, right? So we'll have innovation, SEL, and leading edge academics. First event is the 13th of October. It's coming up, 5:30 p.m., so it'll be after school. It's gonna be at the Guild Theater in Menlo Park, which is fantastic if you haven't seen that space. We're gonna have it at the Guild, 5:30 p.m., October 13th. It'll be a conversation with me as head of school and one of our parents, Andrew Bosworth, otherwise known as Boz, who is the CTO at Meta. And he has some big, bold ideas in the innovative space over there in terms of AI, virtual reality, sort of augmented reality, and he and I are going to have a robust discussion around the impact these technologies, emerging technologies, are going to have on education, because they are going to have an impact. And so you're not going to want to miss this. This is a big deal, and it's the first of 3 events. Again, October 13th, 5:30 p.m. at the Guild Theater in Menlo Park, me and Boz in a robust discussion. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, that's happening. And then I wanted to mention pickup. Thank you, lower school families, caregivers. Katie Morgan and Eric Story have been iterating on our pickup for lower school here on sort of the main campus. And the past couple days, we have seen vast improvements. I think you have too, if you've been driving through. We've made changes. Thanks for helping us figure this out. I think we may be onto a solution, which is a big deal to me as a head of school, because parking and traffic, whether we like it or not, whether I like it or not, have a profound impact on our ability to be in the neighborhood, do business, and have a school here. And so again, thank you, caregivers and parents, for following our direction and allowing us to iterate as we do. I also wanted to mention something about our graduates and sort of the idea of action, agency, and advocacy. Recently, I've had the pleasure of talking with a number of parents of graduates. One, he graduated from Lick Wilmerding in the city. He's now at Princeton. Another one graduated from Lick Wilmerding in the city. These are Synapse grads. She's at Grinnell in Iowa, a wonderful liberal arts school. And then another parent I recently talked to is the parent of a Choate graduate who is now at University of Michigan. And all 3 of them, I checked in on, how are these Synapse kids doing now they're at university. And these are 3 parents that did not collectively get together with an answer that would match each other, but they all talked about their child's, or their adult child, ability to advocate for themselves, to take action when necessary for self and others, but most importantly, have agency. And that is something that we are doing constantly here, teaching kids about agency, giving them the skills through SEL, through competency in academics, but also that innovator's mindset, right? Design thinking comes into play. How does one have agency in particularly novel situations? And going to college is one of them. These kids are at remarkable universities, had super successful high school careers after Synapse as well. And I want our parents, particularly in the lower grades, to realize like those are the skills that are gonna matter most once they leave Synapse. Certainly the academic skills, numeracy, fluency in language and in numbers are important. We're on that, but it's the advocacy for oneself and others, taking action, and self-agency is how you will survive and thrive as a young adult, and I think as an adult as well. Okay, last thing, I was in the garden today, and I was looking at the planters and saw that L3, who are studying Egypt again, they're planting watermelons and cucumbers, and I thought, well, that's funny. So I asked Corinne, our garden specialist, like, watermelons, Egypt? I didn't know that. And she said, oh yeah, they're of the same family. And then she said, try this out. She said, we got a cucumber out of the fridge that was picked from the garden, chopped it up, dipped it in sugar, and she said, okay, now eat it and think watermelon and see what happens in your mind. So I'm asking you parents to do the same thing. And then ask your kids, if you're a parent of an L3er, what they think and what they've been taught in that garden classroom. Pretty great, super fun to be on campus, super awesome to be the head of school here at Synapse. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.